Today is a sad day, but it's a good day too. This is angels for me in the sky, just communicating with me to give me reassurance. The complete shape of angels, and they come at times when I need reinforcement. I was at the hospital, and I met with some of my husband's group. I ran into by accident the old doctors that my husband used to work with, and they said, "You all still live in Bullitt County?" And I said, "Yeah." And they couldn't understand why my husband ever came to Bullitt County, and it was because his wife wanted to. I wanted to be around down-to-earth people, but they always found it amusing. It was something to talk about, and I hadn't seen these guys in a few years, and that's all they have to say. And then they want to know how we are, if we're happy, if we're healthy, and then I talked to some more doctors, heart doctors, and different heart doctors, and internists and things like that. And I used to just associate with the medical community for over 15 years because that was who my husband worked with. So I knew all the doctors in town, and we owned 2 or 3 different practices with other doctors in town. And so I went to all the parties, the doctor's ball every year, and all the company parties with the different hospitals, and I was surrounded by nurturers and highly intelligent men and women, very intelligent. They blew me away, and it's amazing how one person in the world can give so much to mankind. It makes you question God's existence and angels, when they can actually use their faith and skill to work miracles. It makes you believe in life. And so I was happy that my dad made it, and it had a very close call, and he made it. But I was not happy is while I'm sitting in the ER, they're hacking my phone and telling me they're going to make him lose his mind. Next thing I know, they knock him out with weapons. He comes to, and he's in oblivion, kind of talking off like things that he's seeing that aren't there. You know, that might have something to do with being sick, but for them to tell me that and then bring that up, and for them to send me demon pictures and then attack my brain so bad the night before last, trying to make me think of demons, that I had a nightmare that is so out of character for me that I've never had. And actually this demon, not the devil, was trying to take me into hell through making me sick. And this group has made me so sick, they've been making me spit up blood and things, that when they get you really feeling sick, like I was the other night, and I have had a fever, they actually let some demon come to you. And they have the equipment turned on really strong that this thing appeared, and it was trying to take me to hell. And it was not just imagination. I woke up so brainless. This was last night because I had trouble driving home. I know I can't see at night anymore, but it was a 4-way stop, and I thought, and it was well lit. It's just whatever they did to my brain and my vision that I turned. But it was actually, I didn't turn far enough. I only went halfway because I couldn't see. So I started to go down a one-way street before I even got full. I tried to back up to get over on the other side. Well, there was a concrete thing. I couldn't grab up on it. I had to back up a second time. There was a concrete thing. I couldn't get up on it. So if there had been any cars, that could have really been serious because of what they had did to my brain the night before, trying to make some demon take me over. And so I got in the other lane, but I noticed that I was shifting off to the right, and it was very hard to stay in my lane, which is out of character. And then I noticed when I tried walking yesterday, whatever they did to my spine or my brain, I keep jerking to the right. Even my foot goes off to the side, and I have to fight to try to make my foot stay straight, and it's dislocating my knee by something that happened to my back with these weapons. So as I was out of the house, I was running into a lot of people that were in the medical field today, and I could see them going about their daily business, talking about things, and very kind people. And I'm sitting there, and I'm hearing about all these sudden deaths that are happening, and how there's so many elderly people they think are overpopulating, the baby boomers, and them talking about mystifying things happening in the community that just seem strange, that nobody can explain. And I'm thinking to myself, I've got this group in my head that I didn't know for years. It's been over 10 years that I was being probed, altered, tortured just for experiments, that they were trying to bring something dark in me and trying to destroy everything that was good about me. they laugh now today and they said, we destroyed your youth. We destroyed your mind. We kept you from having opportunities. We took all your ideas and turned them to corporate inventions. We used all your stories to build an empire. Now, how does it feel to be used and discarded? They tell me this. And the only thing I can think is, I see the difference between the medical community and this dark group. I see the difference between a genius mind using their power to heal, and then these monsters, who half of them do not have a good mind, but the ones who are scientists that do have a genius mind are using their power for evil. And they're telling me now, you can't have no feelings. Get rid of those feelings. Get rid of those emotions. My feelings are what make me human. My feelings are what can make me relate to anybody that's sick or hurting. And my feelings are what make me connect with that person and weep for them and feel like they're a part of me. That is the greatest thing in life, is the feelings God gave us. Animals have feelings, more feelings than human, I think. And for you to tell me now you want me to get rid of my feelings, it's like first you attack me for 20 years to where now it hurts too tight. You're destroying my vision to where I can't hardly create. You're destroying my stomach to where I'm spitting out blood. You destroyed my reproductive system so I can't have children. You destroyed my spine to where I can't make love to my husband. My hips, you destroyed them. And you've torn things in my back to where I hurt to even sit. And you're telling me that now you want to destroy my feelings and my emotion? There's nothing I can do. I looked, I want to get out of my house. I want to go somewhere else. These satellites are everywhere. When I talk to my dear father today, and thank God he's better, and his mind is starting to be controlled and destroyed because you're mad that I won't let you in my being and let you become me and part of me and feel like you have full possession of me. And because I won't let that happen, you're taking away his mind. And so now he says he's self-sufficient, but he knows that he was hallucinating and that wasn't supposed to happen. He knows that. And you're making me watch him suffer more. You get off on any kind of suffering you can do. When you got where you didn't think there was nothing left to destroy my anatomy, now you're hurting someone I love. This is so sick. Now, I already know where you're going with the future. I'm seeing these people function around me in their world as if everything is just programmed. You're watching them with satellites, and you're probably destroying their mind just like mine. And you're putting all these things up that say breathe because you're attacking my heart. And I can't breathe, and you do that when I won't obey your commands. And you're also bringing up pictures when you were attacking others and saying breathe, which you're on this high and mighty, you think, power kick. And it's so sad when I see this alien group that my husband used to work with, and all the men now have gray hair. When I seen them before, they didn't have gray hair. And I've seen some of the people poorly aging, and I see people just doing the best they can to live in the rat race. And I don't see you're human. You're no different than those people, except for you use your mind for evil. I don't understand how you can gloat about taking someone who is just like you, who comes into this world hoping to have luck and goodness, and you take all that away from them, and you want them to have demons. Demons are something, if they exist, from another dimension or from down below, that cannot find pleasure in life because they've been damned. And their minds are shot, and all they want to do is cause pain and suffering on those that they know have something they can't possess. You behave like demons. These people have good substance, love, everything, but you don't possess those things. So you're doing just what demons do. You're taking away those virtues. And you gloat about it because you cannot open up and have anything good within. So you're destroying life and calling it fire and fury, and other people are saving life. When some babies only live one day on the earth. If that baby lives, wouldn't it be great if it knew love? If it could just look at the sky and just smile? Most babies can't focus on that stuff. But wouldn't it be great if it was in warm, loving arms for one day of its life? Well, there are humans that are blessed to just live for one instant. And I can't believe that you don't try to make life as pleasant as you can. You don't know if they don't go to demons after they die. You don't know if people aren't going out and being damned after death. You don't know if what horrors await. You know, death is horrifying. It seems gruesome. And you know, people suffer. But if people suffer naturally in life and have tragic accidents and things, and they're unlucky, why are you so broken and shallow that you want to make them suffer? You're the one that's immature. Don't tell me that I have to be like you. You are immature. My feelings are very strong. So you're telling me you want me to make you a lot of money after you stole everything that made you an empire that was my creation. You have my brain so damaged that the other day when I needed to react in a crisis, all I could do was cry because I kept asking God, what do I do next? But my brain wasn't functioning and I didn't know what to do next. And I would pick up the phone and call for help. Other people, what do I do next? The old Sherry would have always known by instinct, and she would have been quick about reacting. I couldn't, because that side of my brain is gone, and it gives you great pleasure to tell me how I'm a stooge now, you make me trip over my own feet. It makes you have pleasure. But all you've done is deprived some other person that could be helped by the talent and the mind that I did have. And so today, as I was driving around, and I was thinking about what move to make next, because you're telling me to leave my town or die. And I'm thinking where to go, because there's satellites everywhere, and as long as I'm where the satellites are, I'm going to be tortured. And I'm just trying to think, well, I'm turning into an invalid. Where do invalids go? Where do invalids go? And then I thought, you tell me, we'll get a blog that makes money, charge. Well, you know, I've always shared my stories and things for nothing. Now you say, well, now we want you to have a blog that makes money. And I'm thinking, well, I don't have a brain left anymore, and you want to make me feel like you've taken all control of my whole being. What kind of blog can I do? And I guess the blog would be about the horrifying 20 years you stole of my life and the horrible medical experiments that you did each day to turn me into this invalid. And I'm not going to try to get the rest of the world to know that they're all being programmed, probed, dissected, tortured for your fun and amusement. You know, that you're probably putting hidden cameras in their house like mine so you can hurt them and then hack their phone and play their misery back to them. Play their suffering back to them and tell them you're putting it in movies. And then put my face in animation and stuff, and then tell me, keep suffering, because we really love it. It makes great characters. You know, I'm not even going to tell them that stuff, because you've shown me from the years you stole from me that the time I gave a damn was valued life I wasted. The time I was honest, that I put my energy into trying to reform you people, or I put my hopes and dreams into anything, was time wasted. Now you say you destroyed my mind, and then you say, oh, but you're limitless now. Go dream. You know, you destroyed those dreams, and the only reason you say go dream is because you want more money. Because you were able to distill my life. You were able to put me in films and books, and no one stopped you while you said you were draining my life force and destroying my mind. Now, you sent me sick things yesterday while I'm at the hospital, telling me you want me to be raped, telling me you want me to have sex with everybody, pictures you've drawn of me in skimpy little negligees, and even threatening to eat me. It's beyond evil. It's beyond insane. You know, so I guess what I am going to start doing is I am going to have a video blog. And then I'm going to write if you stay out of my brain, but it's to do what I always wanted to do. I'm like those doctors that I hang around with. I'm a healer, I'm a nurturer, I'm a giver. And you've always said you hate that. You even told me you hated Mother Teresa. So I have got enough experience through the pain and torture I've been through for 20 years to write numerous self-help books. And to write books for young people to tell them about the life that was stolen from me, that perhaps they will get to live. So they will enjoy their youth before you drain their energy like you did mine and keep me drained every single day with your weapons. You know, I can write young people and warn them of the predators that are out there in the world and how to not let themselves be devoured like you devoured me. And not to give their attention and mind to parasites, not share their time with broken people because they feel sorry for them and they want to heal them or make them better, not to be taken advantage of, not to be shamed and raped and devoured, and just so dark people can get a rush when all it does is makes them even more evil. there are people out there that can get something good and it actually improves and enhances